Ready? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Demi Lobo podcast. As you can tell, we're in a new vibe, and I am completely loving this. What do we think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like this.
It's cute or whatever.
Giving. It's giving.
Whatever.
Is it giving?
Yeah.
I think it's giving what it needs to give. All right. We have so much to talk about today, so we are going to get right into it. A lot went down this week. If we have time, we're going to talk about the BET Awards, but it's just so much that we have to get caught up on, okay? First things first.
Is it so much that you don't want to introduce yourself or the
podcast?
podcast?
I'm Demi Lobo.
Or all the
and I don't
guests?
even care about my people, right?
Right, you just don't even
forget all of us here.
Straight to business. You feel me?
Thank you, Javen.
Anyway.
Listen, that's why I pay the big bucks. That's why you
Come on now.
You get paid.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. I'm Demi Lobo. Listen, we are ground roots. Is it grassroots right now? So we're all just working. Right. I appreciate you guys. I'm sorry. I'm Demi Lobo, of the Demi Lobo podcast. Here is Will,
That's
Sir
him.
Will I Am from Brooklyn. And here is Javen, the King Cannon.
That's me.
North Carolina.
Big foes.
Big fours.
Don't ever forget it.
Is it actually have to be foes or I sound like a...
I mean... Big fours don't quite
big
sound
fours.
as gangster,
So
you feel me?
cool.
She's just throwing the accent. Big foes, you know what I'm saying? You understand that?
Throw the Southern accent in there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
My boy. Let's get to it.
The Big Fours. I'm from the Wild Hundreds in Chicago, and he's from Flatbush, New York.
You know the vibes.
Everyone.
All right.
That sounds very, yeah. Okay. So let's get into it. Okay. A lot to talk about. I don't want to skip one detail. We're going to get to this document, this docs, get into the docs. All right. Pusha T and Jim Jones.
Oh, wow. Straight to the business.
We are going to, I'm going right for it. Okay?
Straight to the business.
Because this was so crazy. I just want to say, I don't know how y'all feel about Pusha T or Jim Jones. Well, I know you feel about Jim Jones just because he's from New York, but I am still upset at Pusha T from exposing Drake. So I was not upset that Jim Jones gave him a clap back, but let me get for the people that don't know.
Let me set the scene.
Let me get him up.
Let him know.
All right, so pretty much first things first, what happened was it all started because Jim Jones went on a show and he said, hey, I don't understand why the hell Pusha T is a top 50 rapper. Like, why is he up there? Who said he's supposed to be up there? So then after that happened in April. So that means that happened in April. So Pusha T sat on that. He's been pissed about it, tight about it for what now, 3 months.
Right.
And he said, you know what? That's okay, Jim. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna wait till I'm going to Paris to this Louis Vuitton fashion show of Pharrell's, and I'm gonna do my clapback
in front of all my billionaire friends.
Exactly.
Right.
And so that's what he decided to say, like, beware my name. There's that delegate, I know where you delicate, crush you to pieces. Like, it was whatever. I felt like, honestly, you guys heard it, right?
Yeah. Of course.
I don't know if I felt like it was that strong of a comeback. That strong of a diss.
Demi, don't start.
Okay.
I think
Don't start.
I think Pusha T, that was just a warm up for him.
Okay.
Right? I'm rocking with Jim all the way. But
Okay.
Pusha T, he got that heat. You know what I'm saying? He's very diabolical.
Who we talking about, Jim?
No, we talking about Pusha T.
Well, he's a real lyricist. Like,
The
he's
boogeyman.
Right.
Yeah.
He's very diabolical and he's very, crafty with his rhymes. So he sat there from April, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He sat there, was like, I'm gonna wait till, you know what I'm saying? I hit Patty.
He's like, I'm watching your fame escape relevance. We all in a room, but here's the elephant.
Demi, don't start. You about to make me mad.
I know.
Early. You about to
I'm
make
still
me
mad. I'm still upset at Pusha T from the Drake shit. So like, I'm not like I'm going with Jim Jones just based off because I fuck with Chrissy. Okay, I live in hip hop New York, so I'm back there with it. Like, I do not fuck with Pusha T. I don't.
Listen, I can understand not having your own personal biases. You feel me? Having your own personal favorites and so on and so forth. But here's what we're not gonna do. We not about to play like this man Pusha T hasn't been the hip hop boogeyman.
Okay.
For like the last since I was listening to hip hop for real.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to me that this to me just seems like another extension, another saga in the Pusha T, Cash Money, Lil Wayne beef. This is another iteration of that. Because this all started, Jim Jones, like you said, was doing all of that talks in magazines, just bringing up Pusha T's name. Coincidentally enough, right around the time Drake brought Dipset out in Harlem at the Apollo. Right. He wearing Cam's pink fur. He get introduced as the new fourth member of Dipset. Then all of a sudden, Jim got these hot Pusha T takes.
Right.
And now there's a fight going on.
Well, they also said that it was mainly because Jim Jones was trying to get a feature with Drake.
I mean, all of that.
And he was like, and that's Pusha T's arch nemesis. So
question: is he in the top 50? Pusha T?
Is Pusha T in my
I would say
top
out of 50 rappers, we can fit Pusha T in.
That's disrespectful. I don't even like how you said it like that.
I
But
mean,
yes,
I
Pusha
don't.
T.
I am
But
not
that's-
happy with Pusha T.
But
I
Jim
get
Jones, Jones just talking his truth. You feel me?
so you don't feel like Pusha T is in the top 50?
I gotta run that list back. but I gotta run that list back.
Wow.
But you peep what Cam said though.
What do you say?
What did he say?
All right, he basically put out a post like, "Yo,
Let
Pusha
him-
T, me and Jim Jones not rocking how we used to,
Mm-hmm.
but you need to chill out."
Jim Jones was like, let me know if they
Man.
serious because my name is
Hey.
#Capo. Like he was like, yo, let me know.
Hey.
Let me. Oh, you know what? I think I might
Man,
have the
Cam
list.
had to pop in, you know, and he said, "I do sports now, but
That's
just,
cute.
Just move." You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well,
Listen,
keep
Cameron
it
said
cute.
that he has to rock with Jim Jones because
Of
that's
course.
family.
That's
Of
his
course.
mans, yeah.
But he never said like, you know what I'm saying? He never like gave his take on like. if
Would you
Pusha-
feel more confident if Cameron jumped in his rap beef and he started rapping to Pusha T too to make you feel better?
I mean,
No.
if,
Trying to find the
if Cam
list.
was on my
No.
side, hey, listen, man.
No. If you, right, okay, let's do it like this.
yeah. Right.
You are in a lyrical battle against Pusha T.
Right.
And Cam was like, nah, Will, don't even worry about it. I'm getting in the booth. Would you feel better or worse about your chances against Pusha T?
Hey, if I got my man's Cam behind me, Dipset forever.
Exactly.
Dipset forever.
First off,
That's not answering my question, but we're going to let you rock with it.
Wait,
That
what is
didn't
it? What
answer
is
me
he?
at
What is
all.
he missing? What are you trying to ask? Because we might need to break it
He
down.
basically trying to say if Cam is another lyricist, like, is he a credible lyricist to back you up?
Or
Right?
are Jim Jones and Cameron two weaklings lyrically in the eyes of a Pusha T?
You see what Cam did at 50 back in the day with that.
This
Curtis
ain't back in the
track.
day no more.
This
That's
is
the
back- this is
thing.
now.
This ain't back in the
I'm
day
trying
no
to see
more.
where Pusha T was at on this list. Oh no, he was. I pulled the list up because I'm trying to figure out
Is he
like
number like 29?
I'm trying to see where he was at right now. I'm
think
trying to
he
pull
was
it
I
up.
mean,
29.
regardless of
First
what
off, I mean, I feel like out of 50 rappers, could we find Pusha T a spot on the list?
Nah,
Yes, we could
he's
find-
definitely, but his work with the clips, what he's done solo with Pusha T, all the work he did with
Yeah,
Ye
he
in the
definitely
good
got
music era,
Okay.
like, nah,
I
he's
can't
definitely,
find him.
you know what I'm saying, iconic, you know what I'm saying,
For sure.
battle tested, you know what I'm saying, got hits, got classics.
Yeah.
For sure.
Come on, man.
But what I will say is I do like, okay, so let's talk about the two diss tracks, right?
Okay.
So a lot of people were saying that Pusha T's diss track was at the Louis Vuitton show.
Right.
Fire. Him and his brother was walking the
Right.
clips. They was walking down. Like, I mean, the beat was hard. Everybody in the audience was like, this shit going
I
crazy.
will close your heaven
Yeah.
for the hell of it.
So
Oh,
then let's talk about Jim Jones's. So a lot of people were like, yo, Jim Jones. So, sorry to disrespect your city real quick, but
Dang.
somebody was like, Pusha T did his on the LV stage.
Right.
Jim Jones did his
At
on
the
the
corner
street,
store.
a corner store with the
Right.
rats in New York, like just running down the street. What did you feel like that was like? Because I feel like Jim Jones, you got the bread to give us a little bit better quality of a diss track video.
It's beef. It's rap beef. Like, it don't have to be all, staged and
Okay.
all that. You just, hey, I feel like talking outside.
Yeah.
See, and to show you the two different approaches, you know what I'm saying? Pusha T is menacing,
Right.
Yeah.
thought-provoking, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Everything matter, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Meticulous about his work. So it's going to be at LV, you know what I'm saying? A fashion show.
Yeah.
Beyonce and Jay going
was
to be
nice.
there.
Right.
I'm going to sit on it for months. You're going to think it's cool. Jim, like, listen, this is New York.
Jim
Hip
said,
hop was born in this place. You
Yeah,
feel me? Straight
yeah.
like that. We outside,
right.
you know what I'm
Outside.
saying? Bringing it back to the streets, back to the culture. I'm surprised he didn't have a dirty white tee on outside standing there. You
Jim
feel me?
Jones said, let's go to the studio now.
I mean, straight like that.
Pusha T, that's what I don't like about Pusha T. Like, this is, I don't like people like Pusha T. If I knew Pusha T in real life, I would not like, because he's a person that sits back
Yeah.
and just like
Diabolical.
meticulous. Right.
Right.
He sits back,
It's a
probably
game.
put a bunch of people together in a room. Like, he just,
How do we murder this man?
Yes,
how
like,
we end his life?
Yeah,
Right.
like the Drake shit. Like,
Come
I feel
on.
like he was like, how much information can I get on Drake to body and kill everything on him?
You know how they compare all of hip hop to rap or whatever. You know who Pusha T remind me of, and not all of the 50 top 50
Right, right,
lists,
right.
none of that stuff. Just how he plays, like how he goes about doing things. A Chicago legend.
Period.
He reminds me of Pat Beverly so
Oh,
much.
wait a minute.
Pat Beverly energy.
How do I feel about that
I'm here to disrupt
comparison?
shit.
He
I'm
would
here
be
to
the Pat
bother
Beverly.
y'all. I'm here to menace shit. I'm
Right.
here to ruin
Okay.
your night, Steph Curry, Kevin. I don't care
Right.
who you are. I don't care how big, how tall you are. They sick me on you. That's your ass,
Pat
my boy.
Beverly said, yo, run back the camera.
Run back. I don't
Run
care.
back the-
Just disruptive.
Okay, I can deal with that.
So
I
who's
can
Jim
do-
Jones in the NBA?
Who's Jim Jones of the NBA? Ooh, you put me on the spot on
Like
this one.
Russell Westbrook?
Nah, I wouldn't quite
chill,
give
chill,
him
chill.
rest. See, it just kind of depends. See, I'm
I need
thinking
you
of,
to think about that because that's a good
you
question.
feel
right
me?
there.
I'm thinking of like I said, the Pusha T comparison is
Right.
not legacy, it's not accolades,
Right,
it's
it's
just
just
pure
personality.
energy.
Just-
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what-
all right, okay.
So wait, first, how do we describe Jim Jones? Like, where's Jim Jones at? So we know that Pusha T is, like you
one
said,
of them.
diabolical, lyricist,
Right.
thought-provoking. Sit back on it, think about it.
Right.
What is Jim Jones like? To
Jim
rap?
is one of
Jones
them.
is
He's not to be played with.
Right.
He's not to
Okay.
be played with. He got a long history, a long pedigree of success. You know what I'm saying? Ran with a bunch of warriors. You feel me?
Right.
Oh.
Very
I'm not trying to do
influential.
that.
I was like, oh, are we going to Golden State?
But you know what? Let's
Are
do
we
it,
going
Dem.
to Golden
Let's do
State?
it, Dem. You know who Jim Jones is?
I'm
Again, not
scared.
accolades,
I got
not
it.
none of
I
that
got
stuff.
it.
Okay.
Just pure energy.
Uh-huh.
Give me Draymond Green.
Draymond
Draymond
Green.
Green. Give me Draymond.
No.
Why not? Why not?
So he's on the championship winning
That's
team.
what I'm
He's a
saying.
champion.
No.
He's
Well,
a champion.
No,
Usually-
listen,
Hear me
no.
out.
Okay.
Hear me out. Talk to him.
So you're basically saying he's on a championship winning team.
Check.
He's not the star of the team, but he's a main piece of the
But
team.
he might be the second most important player on that team.
Bruh.
Right.
Come
You need-
on.
I'm talking about, okay.
like that one.
So,
Come on.
no.
You're from New York. He like it.
I like
that
Exactly.
one.
Yeah.
Really quick, because I'm not about to say
Shit
I'm
talker.
not about to
Shit
make it.
talker.
Hold on, I'm not about to make it seem like I have all the basketball facts. But when I'm talking about Jim Jones right now, Jim Jones, and I'm with Jim Jones on this, so I'm with you, Capo, like we here. So,
Capo.
but my thing is, you can't compare him to a winning team right now. Draymond Green is on a winning team of the Golden State Warriors right now.
Okay.
You need to give him like a Allen Iverson, like somebody that like
What you
retired.
want me to say? Dennis Rodman? Who you
Somebody
want me
like that.
Well, so okay.
That would make more sense.
So when you say AI,
Hold on, wait. Dennis Rodman would make more sense because
You just like him because he played in Chicago.
no,
That's the only reason.
give me
you-
somebody else.
No,
My
you
point
said-
is,
no,
give me
stay on
like
AI.
Dipset ain't giving us nothing right now. Like, give us a team from,
Listen.
that used to be
But Jim
a star
Jones is.
team.
Jim
But
Jones
no-
making some of the hottest music
Oh,
out right
the
now.
hottest
Wait,
music
wait.
right now.
You said AI, right?
I said, for example.
No. Allen Iverson was very influential in the game.
Back-
Okay.
Just like Jim Jones.
I'm not
Was
mad.
That's
very-
what I'm saying.
I'm
But
not
you
mad.
said, but AI used to be, he's still relevant. He still got the clout. If he walk in the room, everybody's like, yo, Allen Iverson is here. He was a part of a big team, but he's not a part of a big team right now.
There's
That's
a-
why it makes more sense to compare him to Jim
Hey,
Jones.
there's a reason why Pusha T coming at him. If he was nobody, he wouldn't care. That's
Nah,
like-
Pusha T coming because he said his name.
Exactly. You
And I'm the
mentioned my name,
boogeyman.
so it's
Stop
up.
playing with
Pusha
It's
me.
up
T
in
just
this
running
stuff.
at anybody. Man, listen.
No,
there's
he's
a
not at
reason why.
anybody, but I see where you're going. Like, if it was like, you know, but
Yeah.
if Jaden put out a diss track, it's like, yo, who is that?
Yo,
Who
this
this
is
guy?
the second time you invited me to your podcast just to take random strays at me for no reason.
Okay.
Yo.
Nah, it's Jim Jones.
Yo.
But if like a nobody,
Yo.
barely a
Oh my
SoundCloud
God.
rapper,
Yo,
like
Pusha T.
like Javen,
Nah,
for
he got this
instance.
track. He ran a
Jesus
Sweet
Christ.
16 for you too.
Jaden.
Push, you gotta listen.
got-
Push, don't play with me.
he got
Listen, I am a
16 for you.
lyricist. Listen, don't play with me.
Jaden.
Push.
I cannot remember your
playing,
Jaden.
Huh?
Listen to me. Let me switch it up.
Thank you.
Say, for
Say
example,
me.
exactly.
Right.
William
Jesus.
Marley. Say Will puts out a diss track
Goodness.
to Pusha T.
He
See
gonna
my
respond.
reply.
He
You
gonna respond to me
feel
too.
me? He Pat
What we
Beverly.
talking about?
He don't care.
He gonna
No,
respond to
he's
me
not gonna
too.
reply. He's gonna be like, yo, who is this guy from Flatbush? Like,
Yo.
where's
Bombing on you.
Yeah, he's going to literally, like, I don't think he's gonna reply to you.
I'm gonna have Dipset behind me too.
How you gonna have Dipset?
Yo, I got Cam on speed.
How
Yo,
you have
Cam,
Cam
what
on?
up? I'm gonna
How you
have
got
him on
Cam?
speed.
Call up Cam right now. You
Boom.
don't have
busy right
any
now.
people on your phone. Like, nobody's on your
All right,
phone.
look, y'all playing it safe. I'm here to get messy. Round one, who won? Pusha T, Jim Jones.
Okay.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna say Jim Jones. I'm
Just
biased.
because you're biased?
Yes, because I'm biased. I mean, Jim Jones also said this. He was like, the only beef you know, nigga, is Arby's or the Big Mac. When we drive through,
hard.
we drive by the car. We drive by the car with the Big Macs.
It was
the
harder
last
when he
shit
said
you
it.
dropped was garbage. Take that shit back. Come on, Jim Jones.
Reality
Don't go with-
shows is mud
I'm going with Jim
wrestling.
Jones. I mean, listen, one more time. The only beef you niggas
Say
know
that.
is Arby's or the Big
Say
Mac.
that.
I mean, it's a fact.
It's too much enamel on your necklace.
I'm not a fan of Pusha T's rhymes.
I will close your heaven
round
for
two.
the hell of it.
So what do you mean? What is round two then?
We need
Another
round-
verse.
another verse.
Give Pusha T about 35 more minutes. He about to drop
35
something.
minutes, he gonna drop
He
too
about to
much.
drop something right now. Stop playing.
So look,
Y'all,
so-
this is the boogeyman. Like, let's also not forget that this man has been
Why does
sitting
he have this much time?
for
Oh.
2 months.
Right, that's my point. I don't like people like that
Why?
sit around and wait to attack. Like, I like how Jim Jones.
That's
That
the art of
grimy-
war.
No, I like that
That's
grimy.
essence
Like
of hip-hop.
Jim Jones said, oh, okay. He listened to it in the studio. Like, Okay.
But this all
let's
came
go in
from
the
a
studio right
question,
now.
though.
That's what I'm on. Like, let's go in the
Hey,
studio
you know
right
what?
now.
You know what this also remind me of? Don't take this wrong.
Okay.
But I feel like in war, when you fight, you pick up, you know what I'm saying, strategies and moves from your old opponents.
Yeah.
Right.
This rollout of this, the way Pusha T did it, this is looking real Aubrey Drake Grahamish to me about how that boy go up. Think about it.
So you think?
Think about it. When he did Push, you know what I'm saying? He sent him the invoice. We got the whole big show.
Yeah.
The whole grandiose motion with the Meek Mill thing. And he won Grammys for that. All of the
Yeah.
Twitter posts. He
Twitter
put it up
figures
at
to the
OVO.
Twitter-
Put it up on a billboard at
Yeah.
OVO Fest. Just like this real big grandiose. It's not just the music. I'm going to diss you, and the diss lives on in your real life.
Yeah.
Right? For Push to go, you know what I'm saying, out to Paris, play this at Fashion Week, that is iconic. For
That
a
is
diss
different.
song,
That
like
is different.
Jay-Z and Beyonce bobbing to the diss song while $1 million outfits is, come on, man, stop playing.
So is it safe to say that Pusha T is your favorite rapper? Because you
Not at all.
You on his.
Listen,
You
I
like riding.
I
his
felt the
shit
same
right
way.
now.
Listen, I felt the same way
Pause.
you did about. Like, I'm just let that rock. I felt the same way you did about Pusha T and the Drake
Oh,
situation.
you did. So you.
But you gotta respect. This man is a master. You gotta respect a
bro.
master class when you see it.
Hey, I love it. Hip hop is winning, man.
Come on, man.
Hip-hop
Hip
is
hop is
winning.
winning.
I love
In
it.
New York won because Jim Jones.
I mean, listen,
Where's
let's wait
Pusha T
till
from again?
He from
Virginia.
Oh, okay. Who goes there? All right, no, look.
You about to-
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Demi Lobo, everybody. Demi
Look.
Lobo.
Somebody on-
Demi Latrice Lobo. What's your name?
Latrice. Indiana. Look, somebody on Twitter. I like Latrice though.
That's-
She's kind of cute.
Latrice
Look, somebody
Lobo,
on
you
Twitter said Pusha T got Drake to claim his son. If he get Jim Jones to finally marry Chrissy, he's the most dangerous rapper
That
alive.
ain't gonna happen.
Straight like
so.
that.
Yeah,
Straight like
I'm
that.
with you, Chrissy. You got this. Rap one, New York City, NYC one.
The boogeyman, man. Listen.
I'm with Jim Jones on this one.
Beware.
I love it.
All
Round
right,
two.
so let's get into Larsa Pippen and Scottie Pippen.
Oh, Lord.
Larsa Pippen and Scottie. I almost had it messed up. So Larsa Pippen, we know she is dating Michael Jordan's son. What's his name? Marcus Jordan.
What's his name?
What's his name? It's a 16-year
It's a
difference.
Jordan.
Right.
Yeah, 16-year difference. So I believe that they filed for divorce super long ago. They just like got it all moving the last like couple years. So they're finally making some moves with the divorce. Now, new legal documents say that Larsa Pippen just got the rights to Scottie Pippen, his Chicago Bulls 401k savings plan trust. So that means she gets half the amount that was accrued to him in that account from 1997 to 2016. Damn. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I just need to know from y'all, round one, what the fuck is Scottie Pippen feeling right now? We're going to get to Scottie Pippen's thoughts. We're going to get to Michael Jordan's thoughts. And then we have to get in Marcus Jordan's thoughts and then our thoughts. So what is Scottie Pippen thinking right now?
Bitch, you weren't with me shooting in the gym.
That's big facts.
You think
Like
he's tight
that.
for real?
What?
Do you think he's hot for real?
You think
for
he's
real?
tight?
Yeah,
You think
of
he's
course
loose?
Do you think he's hot because he had to give the money? Because most people have to give up money. Like, listen, I'm all for getting your check, sis. I'm not even. I know it's gonna get. Listen, I'm all for her getting her
You
check.
sit up for this one.
I know. I'm all for her getting her check, but I feel like her getting her check alongside dating her arch nemesis's son, that would make me feel that would literally infuriate me right now. But what can you do? You can't do nothing. You just got to give the money and then watch her literally marry or whatever, have a baby with Michael Jordan's son. But what is he thinking right now? What y'all think?
Man, he would. If it was legal to kill, he probably would have been
You
done
think
that.
so?
Chris Rock got a joke. He said, I'm not saying I get it, but I understand. I
Right.
wouldn't have did it, but I understand.
Right, he would have. Man, listen, she's terrible.
So what does Michael Jordan think right now?
But here's the thing, there could be a different way. You feel me? As far as we know, I'm gonna try to have some optimism for my guy Scottie.
Yeah.
He could have so much money hidden in different places, so on and so forth. That he like, please take the 401k account. Please take
that's a
half
good
of that.
point.
You
That's a good
feel me?
point.
Because that means you can just get out my hair for that's chump change. I'm big Scottie.
No.
Stop playing.
Well,
I hope.
Well, that's man. Listen, I don't care. I'm petty like that. Like if I'm not messing with you, I could have $1 billion.
If I gotta give you $5,
if I have to give you $10, no.
Yeah.
No, nah.
Why? So you don't believe that? Okay, so let's just talk about the marriage part because
Right.
I know you have feelings on that. I want to get your take on this too, Javen. So when you are married to a gazillionaire like
Right.
Scottie Pippen, right? Yes, I was not shooting with you in the gym. I was not physically with you in the gym, but she did say that she had sex with him 4 times a day. Remember? So I mean, she
Good
did
for her.
Capping on
she
that
did put
too,
some
but
work
go
on.
ahead.
Good for her.
She did put
She
some work
capping
in.
on that too.
So I'm not physically with you in the gym shooting, right? those balls. But like in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying? Like
You want
those
allocated
balls.
funds for,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sex.
So there's some work that I'm putting in, right? No, but on a serious note though, like I'm your wife for that long. You don't feel like I'm deserving of a portion of your of what you made during that time?
So is marriage really about love then?
I think love is a part of it. But you also you also know what you're getting yourself into. As Larsa, she knew she was dating Scottie Pippen. She probably went a lot of nights without her man there. She had to probably go through a lot. Listen, when my man is gone for 2 days, I'm like lost. Okay, so imagine having to deal with a guy that's like on the road, probably groupies, all kind of stuff.
So don't deal with a basketball player.
Dang.
Why not? When I know if I stay with you and I get divorced,
So then it comes back to the question: is marriage really about love?
I think love is a portion of it.
Because if it was really about love, if I don't love you anymore, then I don't care about what you got. You know what I'm saying?
That's nah,
Facts or no?
Javen.
No, first off, don't just jade me in the middle
Nah,
of y'all
that's what
marriage
it
Oh, no,
discussion.
no,
That
no, no.
sound
No,
like
we
this
just-
started from something else that happened at the crib. I don't know. Don't just be throwing me
No.
into the marriage.
Jeremy, what are your thoughts? I need you as a mediator. No, on some real shit though. Like, what are your thoughts on like you, for example, right? You, if you don't want to comment, tell me. Like, because I understand, you know, if you don't want to comment, I get it. But like, say like you about to blow up, which you are. You're about to blow up, whatever like that, and you're married to somebody. You guys get divorced. Doesn't a woman get a portion of that just by law?
I mean, by law, if
Right,
we're talking about law, then there's no conversation. By law, you are entitled unless there is a prenuptial agreement that we have both signed saying that you go your way, I go mine.
Right.
Now, if we're just talking about like philosophy and morality and my personal opinion, it really just kind of depends on, I think, where the two people find themselves at the point of splitting
The
up.
divorce, exactly.
It really just comes down to that, which is why a prenup is typically what
In
people
place.
advise you to do.
Yes.
So when hotter heads, starts arising, it's like this piece of paper is something that we have to go back to before we was
Exactly.
pissed off at each other. But at the point where you having sex with my former teammate,
That shouldn't matter. That's not your business.
son,
But that's not your business.
well, neither's my money. That ain't your business.
Yeah, my retirement. You haven't played not one
yeah.
minute of
Shoot a
in
free
the
throw right
NBA,
now.
and you got half my bread. That's a dub.
What? No, but we were okay. So I feel like you should take them separately. Like, yeah, I could smash whoever I want to smash when I'm done. But you still owe me that bread because we were married for a certain amount of time.
Oh,
I owe you that.
Yeah, you owe me
that's
that
a-
bread.
owe you
that's
that
a
bread.
nasty word. To her point, by law and definition, "owe" is the right word.
Oh, you owe
But
me
in
that
a
bread.
matter, in a
Sometimes-
matter
I
of
owe
a
that
heart,
bread. I've owed it.
Sometimes laws are not right.
especially
that's the law, though.
in a matter of the heart, the word "owe" is just a very
It hurts.
it's a tough
entitlement.
word, right? It's a tough
entitlement.
word. I owe you money because
Right,
we don't love
because
each
we-
other no
Well,
more.
let's also talk about what did you listen. At the end of the day, too, unless it's like irreconcilable differences, like we just we broke up because like it just didn't work or whatever like that. But if you cheated on me and I was faithful to you, you owe me that bread.
And she didn't even change the last name.
I don't need to. Shawnee O'Neal is still Shawnee O'Neal.
Why?
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 What if I like my last
Well,
name?
but there's
You
a
like the
value.
last
now,
name?
now it's a part of my brand. No, I'm Shawnee O'Neal, so now that's a part of my brand. I'm
Do
not
I
changing,
get
I'm
paid
not
for
changing
that?
my name.
Do I get paid for that?
No, my name.
You see that? You see the you
What?
see the
That's
hypocrisy?
crazy.
So
You
you
see the
saying,
hypocrisy?
so you
That's-
saying that so we get married,
Right.
And I say that I want to get Bartley.
Right.
You're a billionaire.
Right.
You're a billionaire, and
By definition,
I stay Bartley.
Right.
But you
he's
cheated
half
on you
of Demi
cheated
Bartley.
on me.
Like, what do you mean?
Right.
No, you're not.
Yo,
I'm
everything's
Demi
done
Bartley.
with me. Change it right back to your name.
No.
But
But if I'm Kim Kardashian West and I'm it's part of my brand now, I'm keeping my shit. That's my name.
fuck it, Kim Kardashian West should be Kanye should be entitled to the boost
money that she makes?
that
Right.
he built
I'm
her.
using my name.
Especially since you brought the word brand into things.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even think about it until you say the
Yeah.
brand. Well,
I mean, I got a
I'm
good
a
point.
part of that brand by definition, by namesake.
Right.
Demi
So I-
Bartley.
My name on
So I
there.
should be calling you.
You feel me?
Get
So I
your
should be
name
calling
back.
you a check.
Get your name
If
back.
we
That's actually
talking
a good
business,
point.
it's all
Nah, that's a good
business.
point.
You
Well,
feel
marriage
me?
is a business, so either
That name, when you make money
Right.
off that name, that's
Facts.
my name.
you keep my name and I get some bread, or you just
Or we all go our separate
That's
ways.
Y'all are wild right now. It's a
Wildin'?
listen, oh no,
Yo.
y'all, it's a good point. I'm not gonna lie. Look, if I'm like, I'm trying to stand up for my ladies right now, whatever. But
nah.
like,
Also, she's a dub.
for some real, on some real shit though, that is a good point. That technically, if I do keep the last name and I want breads, like I should be giving you a piece. And I'm sure there might be some kind of agreement for that.
At the point of like multi-million, bajillion dollars, I'm sure all of these conversations get had. Lawyers don't let a cent go unsettled, unfigured out. So, but that's just a tough situation. I think in a matter of the heart is like, listen, I would hope in the instance that I find myself divorced with a person that's just like, listen, we can come to some agreement that at one point I loved you. If we have kids together, you're the mother of my children. Like, I don't want to go to war with you ever just because we can't coexist together in a relationship. So I would hope there would be some type of mutual, but listen, man, at the point where it's up, like broken hearts, it be up and it's stuck, and it just turns the worst into people.
It does turn the worst into people, and sadly for the guys, you still owe me that bread. So it's like, whatever. I'll give you the name if it means for me to get 50% of his.
But that's just like his pension,
Chicago
right?
Bulls.
Yeah, that's
it's
like his retirement.
I mean, but still,
I mean,
50% of that.
That's nice.
That's a million. It gotta be some millions.
That's
of
why you get that.
I did something. I made sure I had sex with you 4 times a day for how many years was that?
And that equates to all of my time in the gym, all of my sacrifices dealing with Michael crazy ass.
Like, wow.
You should have been the star.
She probably just laid there too, man.
No, but we gotta talk about one thing real quick. 16-year difference between Marcus Jordan and Larsa Pippen. You guys, so he's actually just a tiny bit younger than me. Javen, I don't know. It's just like, listen, I mean,
16-year difference.
What is your, so how many years difference would you date for a woman older than you? Like,
what's crazy?
What's like the max for you?
That's hard for me to answer because I've never really dated too far outside of my own personal age group.
Yeah.
So I would think a person.
So you're 27.
Right.
And so would you date someone who's 40?
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Like what we gonna talk about, ma'am? Like it's cute.
She'll teach you a lot of things.
Not ma'am her.
Hey, she'll teach you a lot of things.
Ma'am.
Now he's being respectful.
Not ma'am.
Ma'am,
what you want to eat,
ma'am?
Miss Mabel? Are you hungry?
Miss Mabel.
Oh my God! You made my plate. Like I was turning into a kid. Like you feel me? How she gonna meet my mama? My mama gonna beat her ass.
Your mama gonna be bad. So what, like 35?
And what if she beat my mama? Like, oh shit.
Yeah, how do you introduce her? Like,
hey mama, this Miss Mabel, you feel me? This my old lady.
Stop saying Miss Mabel.
Oh yeah, we go to
why are you saying Miss Mabel? Like at 40, like why are you saying that? She might be like Miss Johnson or like
that's old too.
Oh my God. Okay, well
hey,
you're
Miss
30,
Johnson,
you're 30
how you
something,
doing?
30 early 30s. What's like how many years? What would be like you're like this is where I draw the line. Like 10.
You said what? 20
like 10 years?
Yeah, about like 10, 15 years.
Because like 40 something would be like early 40s would be like 10 years for you, but like do you feel like a 41, 42 year old?
50.
50. That's
you somebody 50?
Yeah.
What would y'all talk about? Now that's Miss Mabel. 50 is Miss Mabel. 50, you talk about Miss Johnson.
You in your prom still.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. 50.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, anything above that, that's way too
That's
old.
my mama.
Yeah.
Now you're tripping.
I'm just saying. If somebody,
Yeah, exactly. That's my mom.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
now you're tripping. I love this.
But don't get it wrong. If any 40-year-olds want to show me a thing or two, you feel me? That King Cannon. You feel me on Instagram? Let me know. I learn fast. I'm good with my hands. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And that's what she's gonna want you. That's exactly what she's gonna want from you.
Come here, young man. Reach over and
fix the
Y'all fix some roofs and whatnot.
scissors over there in the kitchen. And
young man, come here, young man.
Get the batteries out and fix the remote control.
The remote
control.
How's the remote control?
Don't
Reach in the
Mount the
Frigidaire.
TV.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Do you know how to mount a TV?
I mean, yeah. I know how to call somebody. Listen, I grew up without a dad. You feel me?
Hold on, because this
I grew up without a dad.
When I tell you, me and JV used to argue so much about so many things, that just got me to something. And this is not, do not say that I brought you on the podcast to, okay? But
You about to bring me on the podcast
listen
to
to
do it
me.
again.
Hold on. This is a
Strike
serious
three.
question.
All
This is
right.
a serious question. You said you got how to call somebody.
Yeah.
And so I feel like, how do you feel about that? Would you rather call somebody? Because I feel like you're a call somebody, or are you just like, I'll just figure it out and do it?
So if I don't know how to do it, and if it makes sense, I'll do it myself. But if I can't do it, then somebody getting called. Like, for example, I don't know how to freaking do plumbing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll call somebody for that. But I know how to mount a TV, though. I've done that.
I feel like mounting.
But-
I think that's what it was. Because I was like, you don't know how to mount your TV. It was like, no, I can call somebody.
You're exactly.
Fuck it.
Task rabbit,
Well,
get it
I
done.
just want to let you guys know that I've mounted the TV before with my girlfriend Kristen. So, women's empowerment.
Good for you. I came out
we
of
gonna teach
TV, but
David.
I seen you shopping. You
We
feel
gonna
me?
teach- we gonna
And you'll
teach
come back and that TV be on the wall.
Right.
I
Who's
bet
gonna
you don't
mount
have
your
no
next TV,
complaints.
though?
Huh?
Who's going to mount your next TV?
All right,
straight
on
like
to the
that.
next. You just said you know how to do it, so you know we're gonna figure that out. All right, so on to the next here. This is the topic that I gotta talk about because it's about my city of Chicago, everybody and their mama literally has been talking about this story. The story of Carlisha Hood. So this happened, actually, I believe a month ago. This happened in June. But we're just now starting to see the videos of it. Video showed a fatal shooting at a Chicago restaurant. This actually happened literally down the street from my grandfather's house. When we talk about the Wild Hundreds, this is that area.
The Wild Hundreds.
I believe it was on Halsted and 100 and something. Like, my granddad lives on 124th. This was like in the Halsted. I forgot the exact street. So Chicago, don't be upset at me. I forgot the exact street. So what we see in the video is a guy, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown. He's arguing with a woman. She's 35. Her name is Carlisha Hood. They're arguing at a Maxwell Street Express restaurant on the southwest side. They're arguing. He's in her face. You see him literally punch her in the face multiple times. So there are so many different, I'm going to try to give the most factual part of this because so many different things of what people see, they heard, whatever. So pretty much what happened is Carlisha sends for the help of her son. Her son comes in, he sees what just happened or he heard about what just happened. His mother just got literally physically, brutally beat up in front of people in this store by this 32-year-old man. And the young boy, I believe 14 years old, ends up having a gun some kind of way. Don't know where it came from. Not important. And he shoots the guy, Jeremy Brown, fatally killing him. Mm-hmm. So everybody's been talking about this story because on the one side you have moms, right, who are like, hey, if I'm a mom and my son sees me getting beat up by a man, grab the strap, right? You have others who are like, he's 14, wondering where did he get the gun from. You have men. A lot of people were saying that there are people in the store and nobody did anything to help this, this mom, this woman. I am not a proponent of violence, of men putting their hands on women. And I know how we've had conversations before about like, if a woman put her hands on a man and like, this is not point blank period for me. I don't ever want to see a man put their hands on a woman. I also don't want to see a 14-year-old. They ended up going, so Carlisha, she went to jail. She was held on $3 million bail. She was charged last week, first-degree murder and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Like, this got really, really crazy. It got, she got out of jail, of course. But I want to know what you guys think. As black men, like, just imagine, and I don't want you to incriminate yourself what you would have done, but just imagine watching a man beat on your mother. Like, what are those initial feelings as a black man in America?
So, you remember I was telling you about the whole, like, you don't know how someone will react in a situation. Like, man or woman, whatever, human nature. Like, if a boy see his mother in trouble, his only reaction was to get the gun and kill him. I felt like it was justified, because at the situation, you don't know if he's killing her. You know what I'm saying?
If he's gonna, yeah.
Like, if he's gonna kill her.
Like
so I think it's self-defense.
I feel like it's hard to justify. Self-defense is pretty much based. It would be self-defense if I feel like the mother, and I don't know all the ramifications of, but I feel like it would be self-defense if the mother shot. But like somebody else shooting, I don't know if that's self-defense. But Javon, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's really no other way for me to think. I was raised by a single mother. I had older brothers that, were pretty much 10 years older than me that moved out the house. And then me at 7, it's just me and my mom. So I had the memory of older protector figures there. And then one day, all of a sudden, it all kind of comes down on me. Yeah. If I'm that 14-year-old kid, me at 14, I'm doing the exact same thing without thinking twice about it, without a question. Like, I kind of understand where you're coming from in terms of like self-defense, in terms of, it wasn't necessarily him, but at the point where I'm still a child, like this is my protector. Yeah. Like once my mom gone, you ask me at 14, I'm dead. I might as well be gone too. What am I gonna do?
That's a good
like
take.
There's nothing left for me to do if you take her away from me.
And at 14, you're not fighting a grown man.
There's nothing I can do.
That's what I was gonna say.
You're not fighting.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, but I just.
And not to cut you off, and I really think the only possible way that there are people having like, conversation about it or disagreeing about it is because it happened in public and it happened in a chicken restaurant over something so small that any one of these parties could have walked away. But if you take this exact same situation and you put it in like a home setting where they're, in a relationship and this is a domestic situation, I don't think there's a person alive that would have anything to say against this, the 14-year-old for defending his mom in the house. I think the only confusion is the fact that one of y'all could have walked away. Like y'all could have left the chickens and the restaurant and this not have been the issue.
Yeah.
But morally, like how do you expect a child to see his mother getting harmed by a stranger and not
like he's supposed to be calm, cool, collected, like, oh, let me
he's
walk
supposed
away.
to de-escalate things
no.
out. Like what is he
He's a
supposed to do?
child. Right.
Yeah. Why would he think that it's okay to put his hand on the woman in public?
Because hurt people, and he could have been a victim and seen some things in his home as a child that has taught him that that poor behavior pattern. But I don't think I haven't seen it be taught that it's okay to put your hands on a woman.
No one ever taught somebody to kill. No one ever taught somebody to rape, rob people. People just do it. You know what I'm saying?
But to your extent, let's take hip hop to task just a little bit. There is things that glorify when people say, hip hop culture glorifies black on black.
Thank you.
I can understand that where here we rap about, walking down on the op and we make it sound cool, all of that stuff. I can't name a place, an example, a pop culture reference where we saw a man hit a woman and we went, hell yeah, that's fly.
Exactly.
I can't think of one. I can think of many examples of murder. I can think of rap lyrics. I can think of movie. I can think of many examples for drug dealing. I can think of rap lyrics. I can think of movies.
That's not even taught in the home. That's outside.
You feel
but to
me?
your point, even outside, you don't even hear that. You can talk about gun killing, drugs, all that. But even outside the home, you don't hear people like, yo, you know what, you should hit a woman. I mean, that's never taught.
I can't think of a place where it's taught men to hit women.
All right. Well, I will say
maybe we should teach men to defend women more.
That too.
Okay. I think that's a better way to word it.
Right.
Because I got the men upset. I'm sorry.
I want to know what happened. What really happened? Like why?
Like what happened before?
Yeah. Why? Yeah. Why is he putting his hand
I don't
on
even
her?
want to know, to be honest.
Did y'all? I think they released like some clips with the audio playing. It's not much before the initial incident, but from what I heard, it's like, oh man, this wasn't about nothing.
It's never about nothing. Honestly, I don't feel like there's ever a reason.
This wasn't about nothing at all.
It's never about. You said what?
I said it wasn't.
It's never about
anything
nothing. Like I'm trying to see if I. She texted her son to come inside, but I can't see what happened before. It doesn't even matter, honestly. Like I just, do you say rest in peace? Like do you like rest in peace to the guy?
That's somebody's son that died. That's somebody's brother that died. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And I think his family has been, campaigning for him and on his behalf, posting pictures of him and saying, he's a father of two and things like that, which is a very unfortunate situation. But I can't say that I feel bad or because if you bring this to me, this is exactly what is supposed to happen.
Right, you don't know someone's
can't hit nobody's
reaction.
mom. Yeah, punch nobody's mom in the face.
Like, oh, don't, like, why?
Yeah.
All he sees is mom getting beat up. I gotta do something right now.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Because then too, it's like, imagine that guilt if you didn't do anything.
That's on the flip side.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like, oh yeah, like I ain't doing it, so now your mom in the hospital or something, or she probably died, and you didn't do anything about it.
And to that exact point, we've heard many, like that's why I kind of brought it to a domestic violence situation. I've heard, many people that I've known personally, or even I've heard Will Smith, or even like the J. Cole's mentioned being in a home environment where watching your mom get abused and then feeling helpless, and then what that then do to you as you internalize it and go on with that feeling like, yo, the most important person to me, I just watched get harmed to a level that is undescribable, and I did nothing. Yeah. Like, that's tough. That's tough for anybody. So everybody's not built like that. Everybody's not built to watch their loved ones get hurt.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy she was released from prison, and she is now filing a lawsuit against the Cook County State Attorney's Office as well. So she's trying to get her a check as well because she said that she was wrongfully imprisoned. She wrongfully went to jail. She said that she was falsely arrested, maliciously prosecuted, and that she also suffered emotional distress from this. So she's trying to, also do a return lawsuit. But I do want to say, shout out to my girl Nicki Minaj, okay? Just give it up for my girl Nicki Minaj.
You gonna find a way. You gonna find a way.
Because Nicki Minaj will find a way in this line of tragedy right now. She's offering to help the 14-year-old son with his college. And so I'm just like, that's beautiful. I love that she did that, and that's why, again, this just makes her not only humanitarian, just a beautiful person on the inside and out. So on that note, that's the Demi Lobo podcast. Every single episode I feel like is my new favorite.
Okay.
This was so much fun. Love you guys. Please drop your IG so everybody can follow you. Slide in the DMs, Javen.
All the 40-year-old women, The King Cannon on Instagram. Baby, hit me up. Show me some things. Take me to some places I've never been. You feel me?
Yes.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to slide in my DMs, but
A king. A real king. Y'all need to slide them DMs.
Sir _WILLI_AM. You know the vibes.
I love that. At Demi Lobo. Follow the podcast page at Demi Lobo Podcast. Follow us on YouTube. Thank you guys for supporting thus far. Only to the top, And we'll see you guys next episode.
Peace.